One of, if not the best aspects of utilizing patterns is you can bring chaotic, disorganized, confusing subjects into order by arranging the elements of the subject into lighter and darker patterns. This busy configuration of locals visiting and selling flowers on the steps of this Guatemalan church is a disorganized mass of light, middle, and dark values and colors. However, with the elimination of the people on the far left, right, and bottom, I see the beginning of a pattern of mostly middle value and dark figures placed against the light on the steps. Then, allowing the far figures to be a pattern of light against the dark background of the invented mountains. Busy patterns are indicative of Guatemalan fabric, and I enjoy painting them. The challenge is finding the right amount of busy balanced with calm. Notice the closer figures have more busy in their fabric, and the faraway figures more calm. I use a violet mixture to begin tying these faraway figures together. Lemon yellow into burnt sienna makes yet another variation on clothing. This appears almost identical to the flesh tone. I don't want this lady to be topless, so I'm scratching out a little light to indicate texture on her fabric. Now I make a rich dark with manganese blue and burnt sienna, and again introduce it to the faraway figure. Now I'll stop to soften a few edges. Here I'm watering down the manganese and burnt sienna mixture into a light neutral and begin to indicate the steps. Again, I mix a neutral with my three light primaries and deliver to the steps. Notice I carve around the saved light on the heads and shoulders of the figures, creating a pattern of light with negative space. Here I mix a middle dark value neutral again with my three light primaries, lemon, manganese, and fuchsia, and apply to the torso of the front-seated lady. I'm mixing a warm green here with manganese blue and lemon and place it on the warm green figures for delicate changes in the patterns of their clothing. Now that the blue-green skirt has dried, I'm placing the complement to blue-green on the saved white stripes. The Guatemalan people love to play with warm and cooler complementary colors in their fabrics. Now manganese is added to the mountain mixture and placed in the shadows of the mountain. While the mountain is wet, I'm making adjustments to the shapes and values as I feel necessary. And then, you guessed it, while I have that mixture on my palette and brush, I'm counterbalancing around the page. Now stopping to let it dry. I'm now mixing permanent magenta into my Joe's Blues mixture for a good strong dark and bring the tree line behind the figures forward, making the mountains more three-dimensional. The lighter and darker patterns that flow across the figures weld them into a simplified interlocking unit on the steps of the church. The patterns of nature can be seen all around us, but nature's patterns are seldom complete in and of themselves. That's the job of the artist. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. And as always, Martha and I thank you for your continued support. See you soon.